No, because something I hated about these two parents is that they always played favorites. Always. Now, don't get me wrong, Jerry was so funny. He was one of the funniest dads on Disney Channel. And Teresa, to be honest, if I was surrounded by magic, even though she married the family wizard, right? Because he's the family wizard and stuff. So I'm pretty sure he was bound to tell her that they would have wizard children and stuff. So why she's so surprised, I don't know. But to be honest, as a mom, I'm not a mom yet, but I understand how she would probably be like, okay, this is too much at times. So I understood that. However, again, they raise their children upon favorites. So when people say that they love this brother sister duo, I question why. Like, yes, to be honest, they kind of balance each other out. Alex is very active. She's very, they just contradict each other, but like in a good way. Like they really gave off true sibling vibes. Maybe that's why people love them. But the main reason is because Alex, even though yes, in like the first season, she would always taunt Justin, it's because she was the younger sibling, and also because if every time Justin did something, it was like praised. Anytime Alex did something, it wasn't. And they are two completely different people with two completely different personalities, and they were treated as he was the good child, he could do no wrong and stuff. He's the golden child, and she's a troublemaker. She's just a trouble. Like, that's all that their parents taught them. And to be honest, I believe that's why I blame the parents more than them too, because they're just doing what's expected of them because of their parents. But yeah, so the reason why I don't like them is because anytime Justin would do something, even if it was bad and it hurt the wizard world, like again, like when he exposed the wizard world to everybody over some language that he made up. So when they got captured one episode, the people that captured them was like, hey, I think aliens might be taking over the world or whatever. Maybe you can help us. If you had magical powers and stuff, maybe you could help us. And at first he was like, no, I'm not a wizard. Wizards aren't real and stuff. But then they were like, how about you use that alien language that you and your buddy made up and your wizard powers so we can help fight off aliens that you've never heard of before. And he was like, yes, I'm a wizard. And yes, here's that language that I made up. What? But whenever she told a few group of people, because she actually thought the people in the wizard world were in danger, like the head of the wizard world was in danger, obviously everybody saw her as a bad guy. But him, it was just brushed off. Huh? As well as, I'm not even going to add Max too much in here, but Max always played the dumb sibling and the one that you don't expect anything out of. And he's talked about it before where he was like, yeah, I just let people think I'm dumb because that's what's expected of me. And because even if I were to do something that was worthwhile and worth getting praised for, he would never appreciate it. And the parents wouldn't appreciate it either. Like, that's why he literally tried to live a separate life from them too, because he was always pit up against them. That's why he had girlfriends that he didn't tell them about. That's why he had a whole life basically outside of his family that he never included them in because they didn't care. Also, I also wanted to talk about this right here because this is another episode where Justin screwed up. This is I think, Angel versus Angel episode where Justin gets with a dark angel. And Alex tries to warn him about it and everything. He doesn't listen. He doesn't care. And it basically almost destroys, again, the world. So again, he's almost destroying the world with his actions. And who does not act like he is such a bad guy? Who does not throw it in his face? Alex. Instead, she goes, she helps. She's like, what can I do to make sure my brother is safe and the whole world is safe? Again, she's always saving the world, but she never gets any credit, ever. She never once made him feel bad for his actions and stuff. And yet she would always get treated like crap by him and by the rest of the family. Y'all also remember whenever Alex won the wizard competition? First off, Teresa was talking about let me pretend or let me say that I'm voting for Max so at least someone will say that they were supporting him. Huh? Remember, Max was leading the wizard competition for like a whole season. and no one cared. Justin was mad that he was leading. Alex was literally just like, okay, I just need to do whatever, study however long I need to regain status in this competition. So she was never hating on Max. It was Justin. But also, after Alex won the second time, you could tell in the Alex versus Alex movie that they didn't want her to be the family wizard. Because again, they would always be like, why do you have to ruin stuff? They were talking about a trip to go see their family in Italy and how it would take so long to fly down there. They don't have the time or the money. So Alex was like, boom, I got you. She created a secret portal door that would literally take them from there to Italy. And they were like, why do you have to be like this? You're using magic so terribly. First off, what kid do you know would literally be like, oh, I have magical powers, but I'm not going to use them. Instead, I'm just going to study a book on how to use them and then do a wizard competition where I have to use my powers that I'm not supposed to be able to use and stuff. And let me just be responsible with magic. Huh? What? What kid would you... Alex was actually responsible with magic. Now, she would zap on a coat every now and then, but they would act like that was such a bad thing. But they always criticized her. It was always, Harper that never criticized her. Harper loved Alex. I wanted and Harper to like move away to Paris and just live their best lives as best friends. Because I didn't want anybody to be in Alex's life after how they treated her whenever she won the competition. He was always talking about if Justin were the family wizard, he would never do this. If Justin, and you know what, why he said that? Because he walked into his house one day and basically they did like this drive-in movie theater, which was cool. And with one zap of her wand, she changed it back into the living room, but he was mad about that. She didn't make a mess. She didn't do anything wrong. He was like, why do you have to be so immature? Like, what? And he would always be like, man, Justin should have been the family wizard. And it made her feel bad. Like, I can't even get into this rant. It's making me upset. Oh, and mind you, anytime Alex would get some type of appreciation or award or whatever, Justin would always be there to say something bad. But anytime it was Justin getting an award, Alex looked up to him. And he treated her like crap. And I can tell you the exact moment Harper stopped having a crush on him. Watch this. He could never genuinely be happy for her. I mean, that's not the first and only time. And did you see Harper's face? Like, she was like, what? And again, that's not the first and only time because here's another one that I found. Oh, and that wasn't enough. He found out that she didn't use any magic to get that award, that she was actually granted that award from her good deeds, but it wasn't even enough. At this time, he was student body president, so class president, and he was supposed to be the one to give her the award. And he usually at this time would he was so like strict about how he was supposed to be represented as class president. He always wore suits and ties. He always presented his best and stuff. And look how he dressed. Look how he acted when it was time to give Alex her award. Like, he completely just ruined her whole day, her whole award. I would have been upset with him.